guys, it's Miss Savela, and I'm having a hard time seeing my screen today, so I'm going to put my glasses on. Sorry, I should have done that ahead of time. Okay, so I know that a lot of you have been confused. Like, there's so many emails coming in at one time for those of you who check emails. And for those of you who don't check emails, start checking emails, okay? Don't just set up your notifications and get notifications on your phone, because if you do that, you're going to miss a lot of information, okay? But there's a lot of things that we can do on our settings within the email that will help us, because I know you're totally inundated with emails. So here's what we're going to do. All right, so you're going to start off in your inbox like this. Okay, so this is, yours kind of looks like this. This is my student test one, so that I have one that's kind of like a student. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on one of my announcements or one of my emails. Okay, these three dots over here, right here, it says reply for all this other stuff. You're going to do filter messages like this. So you're going to click on that. Okay, so it says anything that comes from that particular gobbledygook email address, you're going to create a filter. Okay, you're going to skip the inbox, so it's not going to be in the inbox. We're going to put it in its own folder to the side. Okay, so we're going to choose a label. There is no label, so we would have to create a new label. Okay, so we would put classroom notifications. Okay, great. And then also apply to 21 matching conversations. So now everything that's in my inbox that is labeled classroom notifications is going to go into that label. So let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm creating my filter. Okay, and so then what I have in my inbox is I have just these few announcements left. So I had 29, so now I only have 8. But I have this label over here. I know it's a little bit hard to see, but look right over here on the left-hand side of the screen. It says classroom notifications, right? Okay, so when I click on that, there's all the things that just went from my inbox. Okay, so that's the first step. The second step is, what we want to do is we want to create folders within the classroom notifications so that like all of your algebra goes together, all of your biology, all of your English goes together. Okay, so it's not foolproof. It's not going to work 100% of the time, but it will definitely help organize some of it. Okay, so you're going to do the same exact process. Okay, so I'm going to click on this email. All right, so all of mine are from me because I'm subscribing to my own classes. So I'm going to click on those 3 dots. Oh, I don't want to block that email address. Filter messages that look like this. Same thing up here. And we want the, has the words, English. I'm just going to put English. We'll see if that comes up. Create filter. Okay, see down here, it says there are 13 other messages. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to apply label. Well, the problem is we don't want to put it back in classes because that's already where it is. So we're going to create a new label and we're going to call it English. Now this is the key thing, because if you don't nest it, what's going to happen is it's going to get confused. So you go on this, you click nest label under, okay, and then select parent classroom notifications. Okay, so what that's doing is it's taking all of your emails that are classroom notifications and it's putting it into, this folder right here. Okay, then what you're doing is within that folder, there's going to be another folder that has all of your English stuff in it. So that's why you have to make sure you nest it, is because it's a smaller filter. Okay, so now I'm going to create that. Okay, create filter. Okay, so now when I go to my classroom notifications, I've got these 20 and my English ones. Oh, wait, you know what? I have to fix that. Okay, so I realized what I did wrong. So what you want to do, like I said before, is you want to go to classroom notifications. Like I said before, you're going to want to click on those guys, filter message that looks like this. Now, the key thing is, and it has the words like this, you're going to want to type in the name of your class. So this is English 1-2H. Okay, and then create filter. Now, what you want to make sure you've created a filter that's going to actually filter this stuff, is you want to look at the bottom where it says also apply filter to 10 matching conversations. You click on that. Go back up here to apply the label. Choose label. Okay, so now this is where I said before we want to create a new label. So new label. We're going to call it English. Oops, I could type English. And then we're going to nest it. Remember, we're going to nest it under classroom notifications. Okay, we're going to create that, create filter. Now what's going to happen is under classroom notifications, I'm going to have all these things, right? But I will have English specifically will be all of my English things that are for my English class. Now here's another cool thing we can do. Okay, when we go over here where it says English, we're going to have these 3 dots. Okay, you're going to click on the 3 dots, and it says label color. Okay, so anything that we're going to pick out a label color. Okay, so let's say because our banner is red, I'm going to, this kind of looks like a salmon-y red, I'm going to click on that. So now what will happen is anything that shows up in classroom notifications should have that red notation on it. Okay, so that means that when you look at this, you can see that it'll have that, you'll know that it's for my class. So let me go back to classroom notifications and find something that's not, okay, so this one is from my public speaking class. Okay, so I'm going to open that one. I'm going to do this again. Okay, so I'm going to click on that, and it's going to print it, which is not what I wanted to do. I'm going to click on this. Oh, did it again. Driving me crazy. The mouse is being a little nutty. Okay, filter messages like this. Now remember what I said. You gotta remember to put in has the words, and you have to type in the name of the class. Public speaking. Okay, and then I'm going to create filter. I'm going to make sure there's at least one other conversation under that, so that I know that, okay, yes, that is what that should be. But remember, now I've got to go back up to choose label. I'm going to choose new label, and I'm going to classify this one as public speaking. So yours might be algebra. You got to remember to nest the label under classroom notifications, create filter. Okay, now if you look over here to the left, you'll see that it says classroom notifications, English, public speaking. I'm going to go back onto public speaking and click these 3 dots. I'm going to label it blue because for me that's what color public speaking is, right? So now when I look in here, I'm going to go to classroom notifications and public speaking, inbox. Okay, so this is what I found out. That this is kind of where some of the complications come in. I'm not sure why it's not labeling it with the blue, but what I did is when I paused it, I went ahead and I made another label like I made over here when I did those things, and I made an English 7-8 label, and I colored it in purple because that's what color my class is for English 7-8. And so now when I go to classroom notifications, I can see that my red is my English 1-2 honors, and my purple is my English 7-8. So that way, when I look into my classroom notifications, I can automatically see, okay, this is 7-8, this is English 1-2 honors. So for you, you might choose, green for biology. Then when you go to classroom notifications, you can just scroll through, find the green and you know that that's your biology. And then when you're in your inbox, there's much less there. Okay, so you can also do this through, you can make any kind of labels you want. So one of the other ones that I find really helpful, and I don't have it in here, but usually there's one for the student announcements. So like when we have the announcements that they give out every day, I usually make on my email, you'll see. I've got a ton of labels over here, but I have the announcements right here. I have those here. I just threw away the trash, so there's none in there right now. But by doing that, I'm able to bypass a lot of stuff so that I can see just the important stuff. Now, one of the other things that I want to point out to you is that in your email, when you can see this is bolded and you can see that this is not bolded. Okay, so the bolded means it has not been read yet. The stuff that is not bolded, that means you've read it or opened it at the very least. Okay, so I hope that helps a little. The main thing I want to do is I want to help you sort of at least be able to figure out what stuff goes where and to find a way to sort through your emails, because I know you get a ton every day. So that is my effort here. So I hope that helps somewhat. And just the most important thing is for you guys to be checking emails every day. Okay? I will see you later. Bye.